Oh, I'm gonna open this episode so aggressively. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Starting intro in 3, 2, 1. Greetings to all of you fantasy sports fans out there. I'm Adam Quigley of the PixelHate Sports Network with your fantasy update of the week. Not a damn thing happened. I've been Adam Quigley with your PixelHate.
I've been Adam Quigley.
That's how British people say it. I've been Adam Quigley with your PixelHate Sports update here at PSN. None of this is getting cut out, by the way. So hi. Welcome back to PixelHate. Very slow gaming news week. And it shows. So that's cool.
Which is a shame because this is the earliest we've recorded ever.
Yeah, as you can see,
we actually have time.
As you can see in the reflection of my armoire, it's still daytime. And it's not going to be one of those episodes, which we have done in the past, where it starts daytime and then we go into the night. Nope, it's going to be daytime this entire episode. So that's cool. Congrats. We got an interesting show. As we said, there's no gaming updates really in the industry. There's no gaming news. There's some stuff that we're going to talk about, but it's not world shattering like last week was. We got some good game, bad game as per usual. We're going to talk some multiverses. Some multiplayer gaming experiences, Bandai Namco showcase, and we're actually going to we're still going to do trivia today, even though Chris is not here for the third week in a row, and I want to fight him, and he's at the house that Jamal is currently sitting in still, so that's great. But yeah, Jamal's going to lead trivia, so he should be opening this episode. But now, good game, bad game.
For good game, I played XO1 for the first time. That game was
sir.
Cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's a very chill, space themed kind of sandboxy a little bit.
That's the word that I was missing when I was trying to describe it.
Sandbox.
It doesn't have a necessary there's objectives, but it doesn't put that out there. You just kind of figure that out on your own. And it can be addicting. It's a very good game. For a game made by one guy, it's actually incredible. I really enjoyed it.
One person made that game.
Yeah, remember I texted the group and I said that he collaborated because that was technically, I guess, the second version of the game. He did a prologue. But so he collaborated with one musician, and the music's phenomenal. The ambiance is wonderful. But then who else did you say he was it was one other programmer because he didn't even know how to code.
There was a concept artist and then other stuff,
right?
But it was mostly
that's tough.
And he had never coded before doing that game.
Wow.
And by the way,
he was at least really bad at it,
or yeah, he was new to it or whatever. And so Jamal, if you, I can stream it later on today, and just so you, because what we talked about before.
Yeah. Stream it later tonight, man.
All right, cool. So yeah, Micah, continue.
My bad game is I just haven't been playing Zelda or Diablo at all. I just haven't had the chance. So but nothing actually bad happened gaming wise. So I don't know. Just haven't had the chance to play those. I want to get back into it, but yeah.
Lack of gaming considering the circumstances.
For sure.
All right. Jamal, what you got?
My good game is, so after last episode when talked about the pointlessness of Mario Kart 8 releasing DLC.
No, the pointlessness of you buying it and not playing.
I'm leading up to that. Dang. You don't have to call me out so fast. Give me some time to build up to it.
That's literally
yes.
Now you only saying that because you fucked up my my announcement last week.
I forgot all about that.
No, I didn't.
I don't. So, but I finally got around to playing it after only playing the first 2 courses that released or whatever. And then I semi enjoyed myself racing through some newer tracks. A lot of all of them are good. Some of them I really like. My favorite one going through was Yoshi's Island, since that's a new course. That one was really good because there's a lot of details from actually Yoshi's Island game. So I felt like I was in the game, like Yoshi's Island. So that was real nice.
Very creative, yeah.
There's some other courses. I went through one new one recently. I forgot what it was called though. But there's some from like just like Maple's Treeway from the Wii or that from DS.
It's from the Wii.
Okay.
I still think that's the greatest Mario Kart stage of all time.
Which one is it?
Maple Treeway.
Oh yeah, that one was great.
That one in the Daisy
Cruise.
Not Daisy Cruise, but it's like in Sunset. It's also on the Wii.
No, I still think that Wii is like top 3 Mario Karts.
It really is.
I really loved the DK Mountain from that one.
Yes,
the snowy one. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they put that one in 8 too.
I think so, maybe.
Shit. I mean,
no, I'm pretty sure they did.
Despite all the shit that we talked about, the track or the pass or whatever, we might have to.
No, I thought it was there's a lot of good shit in there.
Just to replay the Wii stages, not because of fucking PD Piranha and Kamek.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get it if you get them. So
yeah, but
Wario Stadium from what GameCube.
Double Dash. Waluigi Stadium.
Yes, that one.
They added that.
That one's really good now. It's a very good remix of it. So I definitely recommend checking that one out.
All right, what you got for bad game?
My bad game. I don't even know really.
Dude,
I guess
you never fucking have a bad game.
I know. My internet connection.
It's just sunshine and fucking rainbows anytime Jamal turns on an Xbox or a PlayStation.
I don't have an Xbox. Because I just have good games.
There's just always glitter in his room. All right.
That game trying to focus on this internet, trying to get like signal to. It's a good connection. It's just it's weak from where it's at. So I'll get Google Wi-Fi just to increase the connection range.
Wi-Fi extender.
Yeah. But that'll be my bad game, if anything.
Wolf-a-dope, what you got?
So for my good game, my patience has actually served me well. I really wanted to buy Need for Speed Unbound because the when they first announced that game, like thematically, the art style, everything was really appealing to me. But I figured if I held out long enough, they would put it on Game Pass.
And they did.
And they fucking did. I had downloaded the you know how you can do like the game trial where they give you like 10 hours to play or whatever. And I played, a couple hours. I, did a couple of customization things and I was like, oh, okay, this is good. I'm not going to buy this game though. I'm going to wait. They put it on Game Pass this month or in the middle of last month. And I downloaded it and I plan on getting into that this week. My bad game isn't really a bad game. It's more of a neutral thing. Have any of you guys ever played Overcooked?
Yeah, the only time I played it, was at your house.
Oh, okay, good. Trying to teach new people how to play that game is a fucking nightmare, especially like because or people who don't necessarily play video games that often, like it's like torturous. I had some people over last night and I was trying to teach them how to play Overcooked and and we're learning on like level 1-2. And I mean, it was a lot of fun, but it took like 15 minutes to get like, or sorry, 15 tries to get like 3 stars to move on to the next one. But that game is fucking fun. When you get a good kitchen, and luckily I'm like a very calm, I'm very like gentle when it comes to teaching people, but that shit it's a headache.
Unbearable, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So for my good game, I within the past couple, so it's kind of a twofer actually. So I'll start with XO1. So while Micah turned on XO1, because this was late at night. What day was this? Was like Thursday, Micah?
Something like that.
Yeah, and we're talking like 1:30 in the morning after playing Rocket League, just kind of talking about life stuff and having a good conversation there. I was like, hey, maybe when you're in this kind of mood, you just kind of want to have a nice, pleasant gaming experience, just to kind of calm your nerves, stuff like that. Give this game a shot. Give XO1 a shot. So he downloads it and he starts playing. And as I'm just going through my Xbox home screen, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna turn on XO1 too. So we're both in a party and we're both playing XO1. He's just learning it. I already know about it, but the game doesn't stop evolving. Like, it's not a super long game. It's probably like 5 hours total. And you can beat it in like an hour if you are really good at it. That was a really nice experience, because all the emotion that I had the first time I turned it on, which was a couple days prior, Micah had the same exact, if not more, of a reaction to the game. And that's why he was like, it's a must play. It's definitely one of the more unique indie games that either of us have played, or probably ever. So, like I said, I'll probably stream it later tonight. And but Wope, you should get it too, because it's on Game Pass. So might as well and it's quick. It's really easy to pick up. It's not a huge investment of your time. So give it a shot.
That's usually what kind of keeps me from starting new games in general, just because I know everything is a time investment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's
I need to get back into the indie market. There's so many good games out there that I'm really just,
and a lot of them are on Game Pass.
Myself the chance to exactly.
I'll
get over the game log one day.
Yeah. And so speaking of the game log, I actually booted up Jedi Survivor yesterday.
Finally.
Right. And it took me a couple minutes to kind of get back into, because if you guys saw when I first started playing Tears of the Kingdom, how quickly you can just forget how to play a game. It took me a couple minutes to get back into the combat, get into like how to control BD1 and all that stuff. But then once I got back into it, I was like, oh, that's why I fucking really like this game. Okay. And so I'm excited to play that again. So now that's back in the rotation with Tears of the Kingdom and Diablo, and then XO1 and Rocket League and all the games that I have kind of rotating now. And it feels good. I do have to still do some stuff outside of games, but still, like, it's nice to know that I don't only have to play Diablo. And then my bad game, similar to like how I was just like looking on Game Pass. Let me start up XO1. That was a good gaming experience. On the flip side, I turned on this game. It's called Sea of Solitude, and it's on Game Pass. It's an indie game, and it's a pretty game, but the dialogue really kind of wasn't very pleasing. The voice acting, and again, it is an indie game, so the voice acting isn't always great in those. But that wasn't a great experience. It's I mean, maybe some other people like it, but not really for me. I think I uninstalled it as soon as I got done playing it for like an hour. So that's my bad game, and that about covers it. Let's move on.
10 questions, 20 seconds each. It's time for PixelHate Trivia.
And baby's first trivia is back. Let's get into it. As you know, 10 questions. It can range between multiple choice or whatever, but my questions are pretty simple and straightforward. I have a couple multiple choice in there, but without further ado, let's get into it. Question 1. A special DLC for the PS3 version of Batman Arkham Asylum allowed players to play as what villain? You got 20 seconds.
Specifically Arkham Asylum.
Yes. Time.
Oh fuck!
I said Harley Quinn.
I just deleted my answer by accident.
What did you say?
I wrote I don't know.
Oh.
Why did you write that?
The answer is Joker.
Really, in Arkham
Really?
Asylum? I thought that was Arkham City.
Arkham Asylum.
Oh wow.
Oh, you play as Catwoman in Arkham City.
Arkham City, yeah.
I'm stupid. I literally only played that part of the game.
Dang.
Question 2. Who charges players with tracking down Man Bear Pig in South Park: The Stick of Truth? You get 20 seconds.
Speaking of South Park, holy shit.
Right.
Micah looks so defeated.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I heard that game's actually really good.
It is really good, both of them, and the Fractured Bubble.
Time.
Al Gore.
Wolpe.
Chef.
Micah.
I didn't know what to write. I was trying to think of the dude that says Man Bear Pig.
Are you Super Cereal? Your name is Why So Cereal on Xbox.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
I'm Super Duper Cereal right now. Man Bear Pig.
I never knew where Man
Adam
Bear
gets
Pig
the
came
point.
Yes,
It is
sir.
Al Gore.
I'm Super Cereal. Hurry! We must know if Man Bear Pig is here or not.
from. Al Gore being the answer to a
It's
trivia
so
question is so
fucking
disgusting.
funny. I love South Park.
Question 3. What is the name of Mike Tyson's video game released in 1988? Get 15 seconds. Time.
Punch Out, baby.
Micah.
Punch Out.
You are all correct. The answer is Punch Out.
Yes, sir.
Question 4. What was Pac-Man originally called? There are multiple answers. A. Pac-Men. B. Pac-Man. C. Puckman. Or D. Heckman. Get 20 seconds starting now.
A lot of time.
And time.
Micah hates any question that
C.
takes place before 2001.
Puckman.
Yes, you're all correct.
Let's fucking go to it.
Question 5. What superhero could players skate as in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 by inputting a special code? You get 20 seconds starting now.
Can we get a hint?
No,
Marvel or DC?
no, you cannot get a hint.
I mean, you're not Trivia Master.
And time.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You are all correct. The
Oh,
answer
nice.
is Spider-Man.
There's only Marvel characters in the Tony Hawk games.
Okay.
Well, as far as
Question
superheroes.
6. What fighting game was Ezio from the Assassin's Creed series playable in? Have the Pacific game.
Like the number.
Yes, like the Pacific title. It can't be as generic as a franchise.
What's the question?
What fighting game was Ezio from the Assassin's Creed series playable in? I'll give you 30 seconds starting now. Again, it has to be the Pacific game. It can't be a general answer like a franchise title.
Well, I don't know then.
Said Ezio.
Yes. And
It's raining.
time.
Nice.
Soul Calibur 5.
Soul Calibur 4.
Brawlhalla.
Soul Calibur 5.
Is it 5?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
You know, it's funny. I was gonna guess Soul Calibur, but I was like, damn. And I had that game too. I'm fucking stupid.
Question 7. What game involves tracking down the origami killer? Get 15 seconds.
Oh, that's ironic.
Starting now.
That's really funny.
I think we're all ready.
And time.
Heavy Rain.
Indeed.
Paper Mario.
The
Wow,
correct
that's
answer
not a
is
bad
Heavy
guess.
Rain.
Micah, you said Heavy Rain, right?
No, I
You
said
said-
Paper Mario.
You actually said
Paper
Paper
Mario.
Mario?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
wrote
you
down
were
Paper
joking.
Mario.
Wow, it just started raining really heavily outside. Anyways, next question.
No, literally, because I turned my head, I was like, "Why is it so loud?"
Okay. Question 8. In Pokemon, which single typings, i.e., either grass, water, rock, etc., has 2 weaknesses or less? Point for each correct answer. I'll give you guys a minute to think about this one.
So 2 or less weaknesses.
Correct. What single typing? So not dual typing, but single typing.
From the originals or like everything?
Everything.
Right? No.
You got 30 seconds left.
I feel like I need more time for this. Not because it's a difficult question, but to write everything down.
What do you have to write?
What?
What do you have to write?
There's a lot
like
of
one
typings
word.
that fall into this.
What do you have to write? The answers to the question?
But like, are there that many?
Mhm.
Yes.
With 2 or less?
With 2 or less, yeah.
And time.
Arrow, hold on.
All right. No, that's time. All right.
No, I said relax.
Time.
Jamal, you read
All right, fuck you guys.
the correct answers.
Oh, the correct answers. And just remember, you get a point for each correct
Should
answer.
we show them first?
No, because then
Oh.
we're going to check off.
Yeah, this is do an integrity thing.
I
So
don't trust y'all.
normal,
Got it.
water,
Fuck
electric,
you. Got it.
poison,
Fuck you.
ghost,
Got it.
and fairy.
Got it.
Okay.
Mm,
I got 4.
I got 2.
What you got 4 or 5?
Correct. That's
Okay,
4.
you got 4. Okay.
Were there 4 answers or was it 5?
There's 6 answers.
There's 6.
Which ones didn't you get, Wope?
Water and poison.
Oh, okay. I got poison, fairy, electric, and water. All right. Question 9.
Question 9. This is a multiple choice question. I'll go ahead and write it out for y'all. So, what was the Nintendo 64 advertising slogan? Now go ahead and write it out. A. Get in the game.
Get in 64 the game.
B. Get in or get out. C. Get in here. Or D. Get in with Nintendo.
I wrote down an actual answer, and I thought it was one. Oops.
You got 15 seconds starting now.
Huh.
And time.
I just said A. I don't like it.
We'll pay.
C. I'm sorry, B.
Get in here.
Micah.
Just definitely not get in here.
Micah says B.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is B. Get in or get out.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
The only reason I didn't like A, but I also didn't like any of the other ones. I didn't like A because it's so close to EA. Like the old EA
true.
slogan. It's in the game.
I made up get in here.
When did they stop doing that?
Oh, late 2000s, I think, or mid 2000s.
Okay, question 10. The last one. What popular fighting game character goes by the name Killer Bee? Or can
Popular.
also, it's not their main name, but they're known to also go by this. Now I'll reread the question. What popular fighting game character also goes by the name Killer Bee? So think of a popular fighting game, then think of a staple character. I'll give you 30 seconds starting now.
I'm not gonna get this one.
And time.
I said Bug Lady from Mortal Kombat.
Blanca.
And
Well, Wolpe and Micah, you both chose the correct fighting game, but not the correct character. The answer is Kami.
Who?
Cammy.
Kami.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was Street Fighter, but I didn't.
Right, because Jamal is just now learning all the fucking Street Fighter lore.
All right. In last place is Chris with 15 points. In fourth place is Jamal with 16 points. In third place is me with 16.5 points. In second place is Wope with 18.5 points. And in first place is Micah with 23 points.
Damn.
Yeah, he had a pretty good first two rounds, and this one was all right, but I got 10 points this round. So I am back in the game, boys. I'm back in it. Because I had 6.5 last round, which was atrocious.
Oh, wow, you got 10 points this game.
I did. I got 6 individual and then that 4 from the Pokemon question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fucking
Pokemon
take it.
with something thinking, but not too complicated. Just enough to make you think.
I rely on Jamal's round of trivia to keep me in the running.
Oh, because his little Mickey Mouse rounds. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. I'll step it up then again.
That's what you said last time.
Pausing the game for a quick second. We hope you're enjoying PixelHate so far. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you're hearing or watching this. Check out the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/pixelate_. You can find the link tree in the description below for links to all of our stuff. And of course, share the show with friends and family alike. Alright, back to the show.
So yesterday, Bandai Namco had their Summer Games Showcase, which was extremely underwhelming because, to be honest, the only thing that anybody was really checking for was some Tenkaichi 4 news. We got none of that. We got 2 games that I don't even remember. They showed a preview of Sandland, and the only the only exciting thing that they showed was a new anime fighting game, Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, which is going to be a 2v2 arena fighter. Gentlemen, react.
Sukuna, that might be my new favorite villain, dog.
Sukuna.
Yes. His whole aura persona, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that villain.
I still gotta finish Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, you do.
Same.
Oh my gosh.
I think season 2 is about to come out.
Actually. I really
it is.
like it. I just have yet to.
It's so good. Yeah. I'm not crazy about arena fighters in general. I think I've already said this. Like, to be honest, Tenkaichi is the only one that I really have patience for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because of my overwhelming love for Dragon Ball Z. Oh, excuse me. The Naruto games just don't really do it for me. They're far too simple. I think they lack a lot of the depth that more traditional 2D fighting games have. But that trailer looks amazing. The game looks good as hell. If I finished the series, I could definitely see myself buying that game. I'm just highly disappointed that we didn't get any Tenkaichi news whatsoever. And I was watching the stream, like the live stream. Nobody applauded for any of the announcements except for the Jujutsu Kaisen game. It's like no one gave a shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just very weak overall. This week has just sucked ass.
Yeah, it's been really quiet overall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went when I was editing. I was going back and watching but the same stuff from Super Mario RPG, and I was still just in awe. Like I was still getting chills, just even though it was a few days past. But nothing this week that I've seen has given me any even remotely close reaction to that. It's not what?
No, I was gonna say, are there any other like showcases coming up or
none that really come to mind immediately? I'm sure there are, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the next
that's coming up, yeah. That's at least that's planned. At least anything from like the big 3. No, I'm saying like there's nothing planned right now, so we won't hear about it probably until near the end of the summer. Like maybe
Direct,
August.
the summer games fest. Like they pretty much exhausted all the good news already. Now it's just a matter of games releasing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what else is supposed to come out this week.
Maybe we'll get a crazy drop on Game Pass at some point over the summer.
Maybe.
I would hope so. I did have
the next big thing that's coming out. Next big games are coming out are in September. Well, August, I have Sea of Stars, but then Starfield and then Mortal Kombat 1 comes out in September.
Yeah. Is anything coming out in October?
Mario Wonder, Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
I don't know when Alan Wake comes out. Alan Wake 2.
And then Hades 2 comes out late November, early December.
Does it?
I think so.
This month, we've got Pikmin 4 on the 21st, Hogwarts Legacy on Switch on the 25th, and Disney Illusion Island.
Yay.
Yeah. Sea of Stars and Baldur's Gate in August.
Oh, Baldur's Gate. That's right.
Yeah. I need to update this list actually.
Sea of Stars. My
Wow.
fantasy.
So much excitement.
Jamal, do you really have high hopes for Sea of Stars?
High hopes? No, but I'm excited to see what it gets though.
Because
I don't have
when was
like,
the last
high hopes.
when was the last Sea of Stars that came out?
Can we please come up with a punishment
Sea
for
of Stars
Jamal
is a
when
new
he
game.
loses?
No, I'm
No,
not.
let's do that right now.
No, I'm
Micah,
not losing.
How are we gonna punish Jamal for losing?
I'm not losing. So you're just wasting your time. You
I'm
can
still
fantasize.
I still like 24-hour Waffle House stream.
I say he brings his Switch onto Baltimore public transportation for a day.
Listen, we don't want him killed. Okay?
All right, I was
I'll
gonna
be
say you're gonna
fine.
get robbed.
I'll be fine.
Jamal, you got to take your Switch to a strip club. And anytime a girl asks if you want to dance, you're like, nah.
I'm busy building.
Why did
zoning
I do that? You should have just been like,
Is it building my life in Animal Crossing?
yes. Yeah, and you have to play Animal Crossing. You have to play the most wholesome game ever in a gentleman's club for 24 hours.
If you lose
24
fantasy,
hours, that's excessive.
if you lose fantasy,
Which part is excessive?
The 24 hours doing that. in a
Fine.
gentleman's club.
We'll give you 4 or 5.
when you lose fantasy this year,
and I'm not losing.
you have to
Jamal, be realistic, please.
you have to buy an Xbox.
Ooh. I feel like that's not a punishment. That's just a waste of money.
For him, it is because he's like, oh, I thlobber on PlayStation.
No, you know what you should do? You should have to trade your PS5 with me. No, not in forever, but I'll give you my Xbox. You give me your PS5 for 2 months.
2 months?
I'd say 2
months.
weeks.
No, I say 2 months. 2 weeks isn't enough.
Well,
What about a month?
1 month.
It's an option.
But what if someone else loses?
No one. Who's
What
gonna
if?
lose?
What
I'm
if?
not losing.
What if you lose?
You who? Me? With Forza Motorsport? I don't fucking think so.
I don't know.
I'm not.
We'll pay lose. Oh my god!
I mean, hey,
Is
And
that
this is recorded?
you-
so I'm just
because you don't
have
have
this edited and him graying out what he actually gets announced.
you don't have any
Wow.
games over 90 yet, right?
He has a game at 90. I think Hogwarts is at 90.
Oh,
I think
was it
Hogwarts is
89.
at 90. Hold on, let me check.
It's either at 90 or 89.
Because if you have two, if that's your 90 now, and then Forza comes out with a 90, I don't think you're getting above 90 average.
Yeah, Hogwarts 90, Wolong 81, Bayonetta Origins 81. I have Starfield and Forza Motorsport.
Oh, Starfield's definitely over 90 though. So
Yeah, so I don't know what we're talking about here.
you're getting like an 80. Like
Micah's closer to
7.
losing than me.
What is he at?
86.6. And all of his games are done.
Oh,
Forza is carrying my team.
I got
Adam, you getting Super Mario RPG? Honestly, you might win.
Dude, I know, because right now I have Street Fighter 6, and then what was the other game that came out for me? Or is that the only game still?
That's the only game. But I mean, it's the strongest start of everybody
I have
except
Hades,
for Chris.
I have Hades 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Super Mario RPG, and then Final Fantasy
Rebirth. Yeah.
Rebirth, yeah. Hey, dude.
I don't think Rise of the Ronin and Liza P are gonna be strong enough to keep Chris in first place.
No, because Liza P, like it, you know, a lot of people were pumped about it at first, but then I saw this one. So this guy, he's what's his name? Iron Pineapple on YouTube.
Cool name.
I know. Well, he's one of the guys that, because I mentioned how I love watching people play like Souls-likes and Soulsborne games. And what he does is he does Steam dumpster dive videos for like an hour It's edited down, obviously, but he plays like 7 Souls-like games that you've never heard of. And he was like, I know Liza P isn't like as much of an indie game as some of the other ones that I play, but there's a lot of hype surrounding it, and I wanted to try it out. And there were some talking points that he made where it's not a bad game, but he doesn't know if like the impressive parts of the demo are going to carry on throughout the entire game. So I could see Liza P getting like an 85, and that's good, but I don't think that's enough to keep Chris in the front running.
I feel that.
But Micah, you're in trouble, dude.
Maybe. We'll see.
Don't underestimate my indie games.
Jamal, you're gonna have 2 games by the time the year ends.
Nah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You're never getting Silksong.
And Tekken 8 isn't coming out this year.
And
you said that yourself.
Listen, speaking of Silksong, you know what my favorite indie game is? Hollow Knight.
Okay.
That game is so good. Y'all are some haters.
The
music
don't
is great.
like backtracking.
But you're backtracking to new areas though.
Then
like
that's not backtracking.
Well, then it's like you'll come across something, but you don't really explore. It's like, okay, well, I can't really go any further. So you'll go back somewhere to explore like a different route somewhere. Actually,
you know what? As I say that, I'm a fucking hypocrite. Because my favorite indie game is Indivisible, which have you guys ever played that?
No.
It was on Game Pass for a while, but the fucking studio shut down. I think I remember talking about it like back when we were Otaku Street, like a long time ago. It had this really heavy South Asian influence, and I thought all the characters were really cool. It is a Metroidvania type game. It's actually made from, I think it's the same studio or developer that made Skullgirls. So think of that art style. That shit is really good, but I don't even think I don't think it got delisted, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
There's a couple of games that come to mind, like when when we brought this topic up, there's one game that I mentioned before. It was like a World War I like side-scrolling game. It's what is that game called? I'm blanking. I think it's something Hearts. Maybe.
Wild Hearts?
No. Hold on. Here, I'm gonna look it up really quick.
Oh, it didn't get delisted. But 505 Games is the name of the developer. I do not know why they went out of business. A little sad about that, but that was a hell of a game.
Oh yeah, so it's called Valiant.
Oh, sorry, Lab Zero Games.
Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Very emotional game. Shorter game, and but it's because the art style is really simple, but it looks great, and that I still think about that game a lot. But obviously, XO1 is a good indie game. Great indie game, even. Hades, obviously. Hades is a great indie game. Then there's Terraria, Gary's mod. What's it called? The Will of the Wisps. What's that game called?
Oh, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah.
I had that game. I had both of those games downloaded on my Xbox for like a year and a half and never once played it.
Have you guys ever played Soma?
So I have not.
It was on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is, but it's kind of like it's like BioShock inspired. It's like a kind of like atmospheric horror underwater. Like you're
absolutely not.
Yeah, it was really good. I can't remember when I played it though. I want to say it was like 2019. Yeah, that was a really good experience. But yeah, I'd say favorite indie game of all time might have to go to Hades, honestly. Either that or XO1. XO1 is fucking up there, dude.
That's crazy.
The simplicity of it really drives it home. But if we're talking like simple games,
Like all time though.
simple, Exo 1 is up there. Valiant Hearts is up there. Ori's up there. But I think Hades is still number 1 for me.
Have you guys played Inside?
Yes. Oh, Inside and Limbo. Yeah, those are really good games.
Wait, what? I always get those two confused. Which one?
So Limbo came out first.
Limbo's the one with like, well, they're both kids, but
yeah, but that's like all black, like with the spider.
Yes, and Inside is the one where you can control like the little zombie type things. That game is creepy as fuck, and I love it.
The underwater section with a girl with like she looks like straight out of The Ring. She's chasing you.
Yes. Listen, that is like the extent to which I will play a horror game. Like that shit. Oh my god, it's so much fucking fun. I never beat it though.
Inside is better than Limbo, but Limbo is what like started because that's the same developer. I can't remember who made it. But Limbo set the framework for it, and then Inside just took it and ran with it. The end is I was shocked that was the end. But I'm not gonna like tell you what happens because you definitely need to beat it.
I know I came close, or I feel like I came close.
It's kind of up to interpretation, but it's very good. Micah, what comes to mind for you?
A lot of like old horror games, like PC horror games, like
Slender Man.
No, like Darkest Dungeon, Cry of Fear. I think Amnesia is an indie game.
I think so.
Yeah, when it comes to indie games, I don't typically like. I like Dead Cells.
That shit's fun too.
It's a really good game. Those are usually the ones that I go to though, like horror games or like roguelikes.
What's the one game that we played for a little while, like the running game?
It's called Speedrunners.
Speedrunners is good too.
Yeah, I'm not fully sure if that's an indie game, but
I'm pretty sure it is.
It might be,
Spider Heck.
That game is definitely an indie game.
Yeah.
Oh, I talked about this a lot. Young Souls, I think it was a little glitchy at times, but I really, really enjoyed that shit.
Never heard of that.
It's the game with it's these twins, and it's kind of like a 2D Souls like in a way. It's a side scroll. God, I just have to. It's hard to describe, but oh wait, I actually have gameplay. I will send it to you on my Xbox app.
Another game comes to mind. I don't know why I played this. I think I was just doing like a Game Pass like dive or whatever, but it's called Max: The Curse of Brotherhood.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, the art style is pleasant. It kind of looks like what's the best way to describe it? It kind of looks like a Pixar movie, kind of, or like a DreamWorks movie. More so a DreamWorks movie. Where like you play as this kid Max and you have to save his brother from like this witch or whatever, but he has like a magic like marker that like helps him traverse the world and shit. That one's pretty good. Really, really quick game. I think I beat it in about like 4 hours or something like that, but it was really nice.
Yeah, man, I miss Knockout City.
Yeah.
I have so many clips of that fucking game.
Do we think that we see a resurgence in that? Like they bring it back or like they make another one?
If they were to get picked up by like a bigger publisher, maybe, right? But even EA couldn't like salvage the lack of player base. I just feel like they didn't have enough promotion because it's not. I feel like everyone that got their hands on it and played a decent amount of it enjoyed the game, but maybe I felt like there's like a lack of content
Yeah.
I don't think a game like that would have benefited from like a story mode or anything like that, but I feel like there was zero single player content whatsoever.
I think it would benefit from that, similar to how like people have been asking for the same thing out of Overwatch. Like there's
Well, the thing is, Overwatch, I feel like they're missing out on bread by not having a story mode, because all of these characters have their own defined personalities, unique designs, and shit like that. Why not contextualize them in a story rather than just have it be multiplayer, whatever the fuck the type of genre is? Like Fortnite wanted to be a single player experience, but benefited from opening it up to the battle royale and all of that. But that tower defense thing, that could have worked, but they just pivoted and ended up never needing to do anything like that again. Overwatch needs to do the opposite. Especially given how bad that Overwatch 2 launch has been.
Knockout City would really benefit from like a class system, I think. Not even a complex one, but like having healers, having tanks, having speed guys, and like there are balls that are generated for the map. Like you can still have cage balls, sniper balls, stuff like that. But having specific power ups for a class or like a special ball.
Well, they did have a mode. It was like superheroes mode where you would spawn with a random power. Like if you dodged into someone, you would automatically like pick them up as if you cage balled them. Or there's like a healing thing where if you ran away, you would just heal automatically, shit like that.
Yeah. I think that becoming like a core mechanic of the game would actually help the longevity of it and the replayability.
Yeah, because the fucking the character customization, I think it was a lot deeper than it had any right to be. Like you can pretty much make your character look like you or look like whatever you want. They had a lot of cool costumes, a lot of cool glasses, hair shit. Like it had a lot of charm, and that's what I miss the most. Like there was just so much personality in it, and I feel like creating original characters really could have benefited it rather than just having the DJ that talks to you.
Having having different voices that you can choose, having the ability to not only buy costumes and outfits, but being able to change how your face looks, what kind of facial hair you want your character to have instead of having to buy that in the shop.
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover was really fucking cool. Yeah, man, it just seems like a missed opportunity, and so it's a real shame.
I do hope that they bring that back, because like when that first dropped, the amount of time that we were spending playing that game, like that's a fun memory to think back on.
Yeah, I put hours into that shit.
Yeah,
like it really took over. It was like, because it's so hard for me to play single player games now. So that was something that I could just jump into, play 2 rounds, but 2 rounds turned into 5 rounds, into 10 rounds, and it was just so much fun.
R.I.P. Knockout City. Hope you come back in some degree. That's a game that I see Xbox picking up down the line, making an exclusive, something like that. But speaking of good memories, let's do a deep dive into our memory banks. What's the furthest back, or like the fondest early memory of playing an online game? Like we're talking like like the first Xbox, if you played online on any PS2 games. Like we could go local multiplayer as well. In that case, we're talking N64, stuff like that. But I'm thinking specifically more so like online, when that was like new.
At first I thought you meant like in terms of like PC shit, because one of the earliest things that I can think of is like when I started playing RuneScape for the first time, which I enjoyed, but I didn't like the art style. So it fell out of favor for me. And then I started playing Ragnarok, which is kind of the same thing, but it was more anime style. But very, very fond memories. Maple Story.
Yeah.
You guys ever play Maple Story?
I never did, but I always made fun of Christian's brothers for playing it all the
Oh,
time.
you're a hater. You're such a fucking hater. That shit was lit. Maple Story was fun. And Toontown.
Club Penguin.
Nah, but Toontown is so underrated. It is so unbelievably underrated.
Dude, the commercials for Toontown were
they sold
nonstop.
They sold me better than any other video game commercial ever sold me.
Because with that, they ran commercials. Was it Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
It was Disney.
Was it Disney?
Okay. Yeah. It was definitely Disney.
Okay.
For me, my first game, I think I mentioned on the show before, it was I played it on the computer. It was a game called Trickster. I played with a couple of friends who got me into more playing like MMOs and stuff. So MMORPGs was my, I guess, the genre of online multiplayer gaming experiences. And once I get into it, I was hooked. I like choosing classes. The grind was fun because I got to just explore different areas, kind of immerse myself in that world, and got to play with my friends also. So we're kind of like going on a journey together. And this is around the same time that I'm still watching, like fresh from still watching Pokemon, Digimon, all those like shows you watch growing up where you're like, damn, I want to be in a world right now. So especially like with your friends and stuff. So that was great for me. That was my first gaming experiences, and I'll always have that memory because it was so cool. Sometimes I think about going to see if that game is still alive and just hopping back in it just to see.
Right, like because when I was playing Toontown, like I was like 12, so I didn't have a job, I didn't have money. I would go back and actually I don't know if I would, but if they were ever to port it to Xbox somehow, I would put hours into that shit. I think Maple Story is still running, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It might be under a different
name
company. No, it's still the same Maple Story, just under a different company, I think. So the website might be different.
I wonder if my account is still fucking active. I haven't seen that shit since 2008.
I've thought about going back to RuneScape. Like there's at least one time every year where I'm like, I should just go see. I think I tried in like the mid 2010s and I couldn't remember anything, like my old name, my old login, anything like that, because it had been a decade since I played it. But that's probably my first. I want to say my my fondest online memory was playing Halo 2, because that's when I like got into online multiplayer. Like Xbox Live, we've talked about it on the show before, just like how influential the launch of Xbox Live was with the first Xbox, and specifically Halo 2. Like I had friends in that game that I made exclusively online that I feel like if I tried hard enough, I could still find them today. And they'd probably be like in their early 30s by now. But because I've seen clips of like people playing Call of Duty and they're like, oh yeah, did your name used to be this? And they're like, oh shit, yeah. Like, yeah, we used to play Black Ops together like way back when. And
like that's so cool.
Isn't that crazy? And then there's videos online of like people meeting up for the first time because like they started playing video games when they were younger, and they meet up after like 10 years or whatever. Like, I'm just curious if that's even possible with the guys that I would play Halo 2 with. Because you guys remember how they used to do like Halo 2, like not Red versus Blue necessarily, but there were other groups that tried to do that kind of thing, and it was more like humor based and like skit based. I like joined one of those crews, and I think I was an extra in a background of like one of their videos, just like nodding my head and stuff like that. But I cannot remember any of their names now. But that is a core memory.
Yeah, man, getting old sucks.
Yes, it does.
When I think back to my earliest like multiplayer memories, it's definitely old MMOs, but like social MMOs. Like I was a Club Penguin kid, but I was also on like MMOs that were like not even as big as that. Like they were like one was like a space. It was literally like a moon MMOs. It's like a bunch of astronauts, and then you would just like walk around and talk to people, and and you could like ride like space buggies or whatever. But like that was like the entire game. It was just talking, and I used to play those. I used to play a lot of Halo online for sure, and I used to talk a lot of shit for like a little kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can completely imagine you being one of those.
Oh yeah, dude. I was toxic.
I miss toxic gaming lobbies. I'm not gonna lie.
Huh? Tell me what the fucking news to play a fucking game, and I'll fucking murk you. You fucking pussy. That's right. Yum, 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 yum. I eat dick all day.
So, like, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Early Modern Warfare days were brutal.
I definitely couldn't do it as much today. But I mean, I can do it through the messages for sure. I don't have the anger that I did back then.
Yeah. There'd definitely be times when my parents would be really upset with the language I was using while playing Gears of War.
Well, that's they fucking shit.
I remember there was one time I was playing Final Fantasy VII, and I think I died against like I was fighting a boss or something like that, and I'm pretty sure I was literally like 8 years old, and at the top of my lungs with the door closed, but that doesn't matter. Top of my lungs, I'm like, "You fucking piece of shit, you motherfucker!" And my mom comes down, and she's like, "Adam, you need to turn the game off now. Turn the game off now." And then
Sue was not having it.
No, and then you start doing the whole crying bit. And you're like, "Well, it's game's fault." I'm like, okay, well, just take a break.
What did I do?
No, the funny thing is, you're still like that now.
Yeah, very much so. It has not stopped.
Like, does Tanner ever come to your room and be like, "Adam, shut the fuck up"?
There were times when we were playing, me and Micah and I were playing Elden Ring, and he would come in and he'd be like, everything okay in here?" Like this
grown ass man.
This fucking boss. This fucking last boss is such horseshit. I'm gonna fucking break my TV. Like, all right, we'll just try not to do that. Just remember, it's just a game. But then he does the same thing when it comes to like Rocket League or Fall Guys sometimes, so it's fine.
Are you guys gonna play NHL with us or not?
All right, so that was episode 22, PixelHate.
We don't play NHL. We don't play with each other. We all do our own things.
Yeah, what the fuck? When's the last time we all played a game together?
We play with ourselves. We tried to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but
that never fucking
everyone was slacking. So
can we all play something this week? I don't know what, but like let's figure something out.
Mario Kart?
Sure.
Crash Team
Mario Party.
We all have Mario Kart, yes?
Yes.
If you have a Switch and you don't have Mario Kart, what the fuck are you doing?
We all have Crash
Micah. Yes, I have Crash Team
I don't think I have that.
How? Crash or Mario Kart?
I think I have Crash. I don't think I have Mario Kart.
That's insane.
How do you not have Mario Kart?
That shit should come with
I played it enough before I actually got my Switch, so I never bought it.
Good point.
I think for the sake of the show and the stream, we should get Mario Kart if we don't have it, and then get the pass. Even though we talked all this shit about it. So, Micah,
I'll buy it. I don't care.
Micah, you might be spending $85 in the next.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still a $100 game.
Wait, is it one of those things where like, do we all have to buy it, or like, can we like all play with Jamal and still play on the courses?
I think so. Just that you guys won't be able to choose the courses, but you'll be able to play it if I choose it.
Because the thing is, I didn't buy any of the shit, but I've played on all of them because I play online, and they just shuffle all the new courses into the rotation of shit. So I've played all the new courses and all that. I just can't play as Birdo.
I mean, if we don't have to buy it, then that'd be cool.
I mean, we could all just go to Chris and Jamal's house and play.
Once we get like couches, so people aren't like sitting on the floor.
Fair.
And Chris could also just, communicate.
Is Chris still there?
I don't know.
Can you go check?
Let's
If he is, please just slap the back of his head.
Slap the hair back on his head.
Damn, he should have brought the camera with him.
Bring him here.
Yes.
Bring his ass here.
My God.
So
It's 3:30.
he took a nap,
Oh my fucking
and
god.
then right now he.
I want to take a nap. Fuck.
I would also like to go to sleep.
It's not fair.
So he's there.
He's about to leave.
Oh, he's about to leave.
Yeah,
We were gonna record at 12:30. It is now 3:30.
Fuck you,
All right.
Chris.
let's wrap.
Yeah, I have Chipotle. I would like to go finish it, please.
I need to eat.
All right. Episode 22, PixelHate, is done. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in and watching or listening to this point. If you did, we appreciate it greatly. Make sure that you check out the link tree that has all the links to our social media accounts and our Twitch stream. That is twitch.tv/pixelate_. Check that out for past and present streams. And go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We are PixelHate. I'm Adam. This has been episode 22 with Wope, Jamal, and Micah. Thanks for tuning in again. We'll see you on the next time. We're out of here, getting out the game. Goodbye.
Logging off. This should be our Chris retrieval arc.
Fuck you, Chris.
Like the Sasuke retrieval.